Last time I spent some quality time with Garrett Peterson before he rolled out on his adventure, and then I split from Casper, went across some more grassy hills, as central Wyoming is obviously known for. The landscape started changing.
Powder River, Wyoming, on my way to Yellowstone area. I just saw this sign, I thought it was cool. Obviously they've been out of the sizzling steak business for a while, but I like these cool old billboard signs. I mean, I can imagine how that thing lit up at night with the neon. I just think it's cool as hell. It's sad something this cool is no longer around. It's got the log cabin thing going on. I wonder if the steaks were any good.
The further west I rolled, I started noticing all the mountains. Seemed like even though I was increasing in elevation on the relatively flat plains that I was crossing, I could see in front of me and to the north of me, west and north, snow-capped mountains, and even ones that I was becoming surrounded by the Rockies, and starting to get excited, but also becoming a bit worried about what was in store. As I started seeing rain clouds appear on the horizon, I knew that that's where I was going. I was going to the other side of Dubois, into the Shoshone. That was my designated spot for the night. Just never seemed like the clouds seemed to let up. It wasn't till I arrived into the canyons just outside of Dubois in the Indian reservation that I started getting my first drops of rain, and mostly sprinkles, but I did not have a stitch of rain gear on, and really I was determined to make it to camp without getting rain gear out. I just hard-headed like that, and you can see I'm getting kind of pelted here a good bit. I tried to capture some of the colors as I'm driving along these canyons, the same colors you might see in Zion and Bryce Canyon. Beautiful colors, just kind of hard to capture.
Well, that's reassuring. I mean, nothing more exciting than bears on the road. Just don't approach them. Don't feed the bears. Do not approach bears on road. Stay in vehicle. Bears like the taste of human flesh, apparently.
As it turns out, bears were not the problem on this trip through. It was the four-legged animals dashing across the road.
Trying to kill me already. Well, that and this rotating camera mouse trying to kill me. These two were walking down, trying to cross the road, and I saw them on top of the hill. Luckily, I saw them this time, so I got that going for me. Where'd they go? There they are. One's behind the bush, one's just hanging out. They're like, "Hey, what are you doing? Don't be filming us. We didn't give you our permission."
As I turned down this forest road, my details from the 2020 trip started flashing back, and I was determined to find the best camp spot. And I just crossed a bridge with a nice little creek full of fresh, dirty brown water from the spring runoff. And yes, this place is spring here. Months after spring had sprung in the south. This was the beginning of June here.
Well, as you can see, I got my camp set up pretty quickly, I might add. I'm getting into the rhythm. Finally getting good at setting up the haven quickly. I am learning my haven, but Hell, I got most of my gear unloaded, threw it out next to the spot I was going to hang the hammock, and dropped my drawers and started peeing. And about that time I realized there's a camper parked over here in the woods. Man, he's really back in there. And it's probably just some douchebag that comes out and parks it in during the week so he can get the best spot so nobody else can get it on the weekend. A lot of those douchebags out in the forest. But I just want to make sure that I don't have a neighbor. I don't really give a shit if there's nobody here, but I mean, it's kind of shitty because you go to an area in the forest and there's some magnificent spots and somebody's fucking set their shit up and just left. Maybe gone for a week, maybe gone till the weekend, but I just wanted to show you the magnificent spot that I got. How about that? Yeah. So I came out of Casper thinking I'm going to get out of the weather. Less cold, less wet, and I got rained on the way here. I've been looking at these snow peaks for the past 3 hours because they're all over the place. So nobody has told Wyoming that it is summer. I was telling Garrett, you guys, Wyoming did not get the memo. It is summer, but you guys did not get the memo. But yeah, check this shit out. So I think I got the best spot. Maybe this dude back there got a pretty good spot, but he's not even there enjoying it. So there's a creek running by me. I looked at this on maps before I came here. Maybe I should go into why all that's important, but to get a general idea, and it's obviously it's a forest road. It's well maintained, and there's creeks. There's a creek at the bottom of the hill by the campsite. Well, it's not that close, but I just decided that this would be a whole lot closer to the creek, a whole lot less people and traffic, and then I get up here and see the camper backed up into the woods. Well, still, I'm not gonna have. And there's power running up here. It makes me think that somebody's house is up here because there's a power box on each side of this creek. Anyway, I'm pretty excited to be here. Really excited to get the hammock set up just in case it rains. I can toss everything under there and not get my shit wet. I think it's going to be down in the 30s tonight, which is fine. Well, the most important thing is I don't have to go to bed till late. I've got so much damn timber here to burn. Got a nice little fire ring set up. Yeah, I mean, there's just... I could burn this stuff for probably a week. And it's all chopped. And I'm gonna be cooking on it too, so that's gonna be a bonus. I'm gonna have fire going until midnight probably. That's probably what I'm gonna do. So very excited about that. Oh, there's a deer in there. There's a deer behind my hammock. Let me see if I can sneak up on it. I hope it's a deer.